What's up everybody, this is Gamer CJE. Welcome back to Cities Skylines. Today we're going to be playing one of the scenarios that Cities Skylines has for us just in the game that we can play and try to beat. So today we're going to be playing the cleanup crew, and we need to get a population over 75,000, average drinking water under 1, pollution under 1%, average citizen health over 85%, and we need to have over 0 money, and we need to have over 1 population at all time, or else we're gonna lose. So let's get started. The first thing we need to take care of is our water situation right here, because this is no good. We've got wastewater going into the same body of water that we're taking our fresh water out of. So we can't have that. Let's just start off by deleting this pumping station because it's going to do us no good. Now let's add in 3 water towers. And the reason I'm adding 3 is our current water supply that we need is 180,000 cubic meters per week. And the water tower provides 60,000 cubic meters a week each. So if we have 3 of them, we have 180,000 a week, and that is what we need currently. So let's add in some power for our water towers there. And I'm gonna go ahead and delete that power line that we don't need. Let's just get rid of it. And also, well, actually, first let's make sure that took care of our water pollution problem. And let's pause. Oh, we don't need to pause. Look at that. Ah, fresh water that doesn't stink or taste funny. And right out of the tap. You've gained 25,000 money. Money, just money. Alright, so we have completed one of the 3 conditions to win the game, and I think that probably average citizen health of over 85%, we're gonna just that's gonna just come along with us changing up our city to get to 75,000 population. And so now we just need to be careful not to lose too much money and too much population. So let's start off by figuring out exactly what we want to do. So since we need to add quite a bit into our population, probably let's go ahead and let's buy this tile, and let's buy this tile as well, so we have more control over our road right here. So this is kind of a crummy layout for the entrance to our city right here. I don't like it, but I'm gonna leave it for now. Yeah. And what let me see what we have unlocked here. We have everything unlocked. Awesome. So I'm going to add a new entrance to our city, and it's going to be an elevated road. Just like that. And let's get it hooked up. So I'm going to have 2 lanes coming on right here. And do our lane mathematics. And also, obviously, we have to have our that wasn't on purpose. Okay, let's see. Need to go up. And there we go. All right. And so if we go farther out this way, okay, there we go. And we cross over like right here, let's say. We can enter back in right there. We also need to do some lane mathematics like that. All right, so that is a completed new intersection right here. I know it doesn't look super great, but it'll work. So where do we want this to meet up? You know what? For now, I'm just gonna have it go pretty much nowhere. Straight, just like that. And I'm going to put in, we want this one to be even with the ground. Oh, not enough money. I'm so used to playing games where I have a ton of money that I forgot that I have to keep up with my money here. Alright, so let's see what we can do just with zoning to make things better. Alrighty. So we have a good area over here for people. I'm gonna just de-zone some of this industrial that's like right in the middle of my residential area over here, because we don't want any mixed residential and industrial area at all, because it's gonna cause people to get very sick, and we don't want that. So let's get rid of all of the industrial area that we can, and that should help us out quite a bit. Let's get rid of all of this mess. Okay, and this is something that I can't really move, so I have to get rid of the people close to it since I can't get rid of it. So we're gonna move back our residential population away from this area. But I don't want to go too crazy because I can't go below 0 on my population, so I got to do these things a little bit piecemeal. And I'm also going to move this coal power plant over there. Let's see if we have any other power plants in the middle of our folks. We do, right up here. Let's get this power plant moved. Oh, not enough money. Alright, well, let's wait a second for our money to get up. And we will... There we go. We can relocate. And let's check out and make sure we don't... Oh, there's another one over here. Is this in the middle of residential? Where did it go? There it is. These more need to be me moving the people away from the area where they shouldn't be, instead of me getting rid of the industrial. So yeah. All right. Just let some more time run off here. Alright. Now let's see also death care. We have one cemetery and we've got lots of hearses out because there's plenty of folks dead. Lots of folks dead. Which is sad, you know, it's not a good thing, but what can you expect when you've had somebody running this city into the ground? It seems like on purpose. They have not done a good job with the zoning, and that is for sure. Okay, so our population currently is at 4,000. I think we can safely zone this area out here as residential. So we have a little bit of a growth area. And that's looking fairly good. This right here though is always a mess. It creates so many problems with your traffic when you have a roundabout, but you have it just surrounded by all of this commercial, because then you have people, way too many people parking or walking right where you don't want them to be, you know. So let's get rid of all of that. It'll make the traffic flow better. It'll just be better all around. Now, usually I would just get rid of something like this because I don't think a roundabout in this area does anybody any good. But it really seems to be working pretty well. One thing we can do to make it work even better is get rid of these stoplights on our main road so people can just go flying through here. Look at that. It's practically Autobahn. Awesome. Okay. Let's see how we're doing. Let's check out our zoned areas here. I'm not a fan also of having commercial in the middle of the industrial area. I just don't like this layout at all. I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up just rebuilding the whole thing from scratch because it's awful. But before I can do that, I do need to make some money, so probably what I'm going to end up doing is deleting a fair bit of this road, because what I'm going to want is for there to be like an arch and these to meet up. Yeah. But for the moment, I'm going to basically like start a new city over here that doesn't have a lot to do with, let's see, okay, that should make it so that we have a node out here so we can go parallel. Oh, except I want that to be on the ground. There we go, just like that. But let's, this was exactly 2140. 2140. 2120. Why are those different? 2160. Whatever. It's the same length. That's all I'm really going for. Let's go to the ground and meet up so they're the same on each side. We can get rid of our 2-lane and we will meet up at these right here. Going to be using 2 lanes probably just like this. And there we go. Alrighty, but we do need to then bring this down to one lane so that we keep our lane mathematics worked out correctly. Very cool. Alright, so I'm going to probably... Which side do I want to add this on? Let's start completely on this side over here. Just like that. And go down to a 4-lane in the middle. Say like right there. And use the 2-lane. Just like that. Beautiful. Oh, made a mistake there. Get that fixed. Alright. Now I'm gonna add in the water over here. Gonna have it run along this main road. And let's add one more so we can kind of... I don't want to waste any pipe over here, so go just like that. And let's do the same thing over here, except start at the top. Come down. Just like that. Alrighty. So we now have water coverage, and since I have... what's it called? I have the electric roads mod, so I don't have to mess with putting in power lines everywhere. Let's start out. We're gonna add in the commercial right on the main road, and then we're gonna add in residential. I don't know if it bugs people that I do it this way, that I add them in pretty much individually. If it does bother you, I guess let me know. But oh, I forgot to even connect this up to the main city's water. There we go. And it looks like we are not doing well with trash collection, so I'm going to add in a recycling center over here. That should take care of the problem. I think that probably is right. Garbage production is at 132,000 units per week. With how much am I popular? I only have like 5,500 people. Alright, well I'm gonna wait here for a second. Let's see if this is really not gonna take care of our issue here. Alright, how much do these cost? 16 G's. So as soon as I have the money, I'll go ahead and add another one of these recycling centers, because I am going to want to start emptying my landfills so I can get rid of them, because I don't want to have a bunch of landfills around. Alright, looks like I can now add another recycling center, so let's get that added. Alright. How many? Let's see, we have 15 garbage trucks. Alright, I'm gonna leave that alone. And let's go back over to our new little part of the city over here, which is gonna end up replacing that side. That's why I'm not super concerned about it. I just don't want to lose that population. Okay. Gonna add in more residential and commercial over here. And like I was saying, if it does bother people that I put in these houses and everything individually, I guess go ahead and let me know. If it bothers people, I don't want to do it, but I like being able to kind of control the size of buildings that get put in, you know, so everything, I really enjoy having everything look pretty pretty much the same. And it also helps, you know, with there being enough of the right kind of worker and all that kind of stuff. I think that it's beneficial to make sure that there's the same size of building, because, well, that there's the 4x4 kind of building, because when you have the 4x4 kind of buildings, it makes it so that you have the highest number possible of family members per building, and it's beneficial to do it that way, so I like to do it that way. Okay. Now, what I don't want to do is add commercial buildings on our 6-lane main road over here. I don't want to do that. Okay, so we are now having power problems. Let's see what our solution should be. We have currently $37,000, so we could build 3 advanced wind turbines, which is going to give us 60 megawatts, and we could build not quite, we couldn't quite build 2 power plants, and that would give us 80. I think that we should probably go with the advanced wind turbines. It looks like those are going to be the best for us. So we are now at 248. So we've taken care of our power problem. Now we can get back to our game. Alrighty. And also, let's get rid of our stoplights, because who needs stoplights? They're boring. Okay. So we can build in a few more commercial buildings. And I also want to put in the services that we're going to need over here. Okay, so that's going to take care of our health issues. Let's look at health. Okay, so our city's average health is 71%. That's pretty good. We started at 36, but we had a lot of problems then. Okay. Do these have stoplights on them too? They do. Let's get rid of those. Okay. Let's see how we're doing over here. Oh man, we've got all kinds of traffic problems going on. Is this another stoplight? It is. I mean, these stoplights are just no good at all. Alright. Let's continue to expand our new layout here. So these are 1,320, like so. We're able to build that one. Not that one though. Okay, this one. There we go. And this one's going to need to be a little bit shorter, just like that. And there we go. And oh man, we're short on... We're not short on power. Oh, this is our problem right here, I think. Yeah, so... No? Why are we having power issues? Okay, well, for the moment... Maybe this isn't connected somehow? I don't know what the deal is, but anyway, let's add in a power line coming over here. Hopefully that'll take care of our issue. Why is this happening? That was super weird. Okay, well anyway. We have plenty of power production. We are golden. So let's continue to build our city here. Now this isn't going to look anywhere near as pretty, you know, because we're going to have to be adding in to areas that are not able to be 4x4, but for the most part, let's do as many of those as we can. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's especially important in my opinion when you're dealing with commercial zoning, because if you don't have 4x4, then it's just... What in the world? What is happening? Why are we having power problems? Anyway, let's get to zoning. Alright, so we've got more 4x4 areas out here, which is magnifico. I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm gonna ignore the low power warning thing because I don't know if it's, I don't think it's real. I don't think I'm actually low on power at all. I think it's something is just messed up. So I'm gonna ignore it. Let's just keep zoning away. Now we're low on water. Oh, we're not low on water, I just don't have it set up far enough out. There we go. There we go, guys. Now you got water. Okay. Excellent. And I am going to refrain from building any residences much closer to the road, because if I do, they're gonna just complain nonstop that, oh, it's too loud, you know, it's so loud it's making me sick. Like that's ever happened, that there's been so much city noise that you got sick. Actually, I don't know if maybe that is a real thing. I guess let me know if that is a real thing, that you get so much city noise you get sick. Anyway, let's check back in with our main, just awful, good grief. There's just no redeeming qualities about this side, is there? Okay. So we have come to a moment where I need to add in some industrial over here. So let's add in some industrial. And let's use some medium industry road. And while we're at it, we want people to be able to get to work. So let's give them a way to drive over to work. Perfecto. Alright, so let's use some small industry road. And I'm going to skip over, let's see, because there's so much traffic in these industrial areas. So what I'm going to do is, there we go, that one can actually match up. Ugh. Let's see. I want this to be at a 90-degree angle. There we go. Alright. Let's have this go, say... Why did that happen? What in the world? There we go. And... right there. And I'm going to stop right there for the moment. Well, this just hasn't worked out super well, so I'm gonna start over from scratch. Let's continue this on. And gonna take down right here. Just like that. And now let's start over again. There we go. Hopefully this fixed all that. Okay, that looks better. It still looks like it's kind of messed up. Okay. Now I'm going to go to there and meet up like that. And to start with, I'm going to add in obviously the water. Like so. Then I'm going to add in a couple of these dealios. Alright, so we are now should be able to get rid of all of our trash problems over here in our new little city. And once again, looks like we're going to need to get rid of some stoplights. Excellent. Okay. I'm going to start getting rid of some of this industrial area over here. And replacing it on the other side. That is just so much industrial. Yeah, completely unnecessary to have that much industrial. Alright. That is looking a little better. Now we actually have industrial demand, and I know just the place. So let's put in some industrial buildings over here. Awesome. Okay, so we have a bunch of industry over here. Alright, so we still have a very large demand for commercial. So let's see how much more commercial we can fit in here. I do want to put some commercial down here as sort of like a buffer between my residential areas and the thing I don't want to do is put in a whole bunch of like 2x2 sized commercial buildings, because they just, you know, they won't be able to get enough workers, then they complain a bunch. It's just a no-win situation. And we don't want that. Alright, first issue over here. Not enough customers. Okay. So, it looks like it's time to add in a new block. Okay, and we are pretty much still covered just as long as we stay inside of this. This time I'm going to add in a little, you know, a couple places inside of where the residences are going to be to have some folks selling, you know, some Cheetos or whatever. Okay, so it looks like we do have people walking, which is a good thing. The more we are able to convince pedestrians to walk instead of using their cars, the better, because then we can avoid having terrible traffic. Okay, also we need to add in some fire protection down here. Sweet. Alrighty. There we go. And we need some police presence here as well. There we go. We got our police presence. And look at all these people upgrading. It's a beautiful sight. Okay, I believe we have one more residential area right here to zone. And let's add in another block here to our neighborhood. And we need to take care of some water issues. Magnifico. Alright, so they're saying right now that they have a big need for industrial zoning. But is that true? Do we really need to have so much industrial zoning? We only have a population of 7,000 people. There's no way that we need to have so much industrial zoning. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start, let's add in some farms. And I'm gonna change it up here. Let's get rid of all of this. And take the risk that it's gonna cause us problems. And I'm going to put in this side. I'm going to add in some more 4-lane road, and now we're going to go crazy, and instead of having all this nice beautiful tree-lined asphalt roads, we're going to go with straight up dirt roads all the way across. Just like that. And the industrial is going to be right there. Alright. Let's keep this going as well. Alright, so I'm going to add in another dirt road. And we're just going to keep going just like this. Awesome. Okay. So, let's see, can we get any more down here as well, or are we not going to be able to because of the ramps? Nope. Looks like we're not going to be able to do it. Okay, so you got to add in the water as well. Let's go right there. I suppose we gotta add in one more so we can keep our grid going. Just like that. Let's finish it up by connecting our big road over here and finish it out with our water. There we go. Alright, and this is going to be our first zoning area here. What do they call it? District. First district. Get the biggest district we can do. And this whole area here where we have see what it's called. Fertile land. All this area where we have fertile land, we are going to add in a farming industry specialization in our industry up here, and we're going to be able to build houses right next to commercial, right next to industrial, because the industrial is going to be a bunch of farms. So I'm going to start off, let's add in some farms, and then let's add in some houses. And gonna just keep adding the commercial. Just like that. And add in another row of residential. And some more farming. Don't forget to, every once in a while, Actually, you know what? I think we need to add in a crossroad going all the way through right there. And that's where we'll add our cemetery and all that kind of important stuff. Add in fire department and I don't think we need a police department probably, but let's add in this fire department right here. Okay, we need to probably add in a school, at least an elementary school for sure. There we go. Look at all this demand that we have for residential. We continue to add in some commercial every once in a while, especially next to the where this highway is going to be, because we don't want to have residential folks right next to the highway, because that just wouldn't be good. Alright, and again with this craziness with the electric, I don't know what's going on. But you know what we can do? We're at the point now where let's just connect up. That should hopefully take care of that problem. Huh. Well, it seems to taking care of the issue. Alright, well we're at 6750 on our population right now. We definitely can add in some more residential zoning. Let's get to it and add in some more commercial zoning as well. Another thing we can do is add in a little crossover like that. There we go. Just adding another way that people don't have to use the main road. I want it to be easy for people to walk. Like we already got pedestrians on there. Excellent. And it probably is time to add in some more waste collection. Still says we're pretty far off, but we're getting a little bit better. Let's see where we're at with our goals. We are at 72% overall health. We need to get to 85%. And we will get there. It'll just take a little bit of time. But for the moment, we have pretty good coverage over here. Over here, not as good. Oh, it's because they're still next to this. Yeah, let's get... It is emptying. That's why it's all crazy. Okay. We're emptying. Excellent. That's why the production was so high, is because we're emptying the landfills. That's why everything's going crazy. But I'm going to keep doing that because I think it is important to get rid of these landfills. Yes. Excellent. Okay, so our traffic still isn't too terrible, even though we are starting to get a little bit more centralized and consolidated. Let's continue to add in residences, residential zoning, so that we can build our population, because after all, the whole point of this is to get to 75,000. Now we can add in commercial right there. And I'm gonna continue to add in commercial all over the place, because it seems to be a problem every time I build a city that I don't have enough commercial. And when you don't have enough commercial, then you will stunt your demand for residential, and we don't want that. So here's a question: should I continue on adding residential over here, or should I kind of save this area over here for... No, let's make this like this. Let's add in commercial and then residential. 2, 3, 4, 5. At least 3 little slots over here gotta be residential on this side. Alright, so we can add in some more commercial over here. Very good. Alright. So we've got more area up here where we can add residential. Excellent. This whole area over here, actually, I think I'm gonna add and make this commercial, just like that. Yeah, I like that. Okay. I'm gonna need to add in some hospital and probably another cemetery. Gotta add in another and another. How are we doing on schools? Looks like we're doing just fine. Just fine indeed. Okay. So it looks like we're right at about 10% of the way there, which is not ideal. You know, we want to be closer than that, but we are at least 10% of the way there. Big town. Reach a population of 7,500. Alright, well, you know what? That's going to pretty much do it for this video. I thought I was going to be able to do this whole thing in one video, but the whole getting to the 75,000 population, that is not going to happen in one video. So, here's our progress currently. We're at 73% citizen health. We need to get to 85%. Our average drinking water pollution is under 1%, which means it is at 0%. And our population is currently at 7,500. We need to get to 75,000. So we are in good position, but there is no way that I'm going to be able to do this in one video. So if you enjoyed it, consider giving it a like. If you enjoyed it, consider coming back for the next video. Thank you.